Hi guys, Monty the Polka Dot Pine Cone. I am back with some more to tell you and share with you about laminating. I have been laminating a lot of stuff most of the day since I started trying this out. So I showed you earlier I made this cute little envelope, okay, with the real flimsy paper and how well it works. So then I did a bunch of ephemera pieces. So I just started doing my cutouts and just laminating everything. So I thought, how fun will that be for tags and tag flips and stuff like that? So, and then I thought, well, this would be cool to store some of your stuff in. So once you get some cut, store them in here. These ones obviously weren't big enough to do that, but like this one that I made, I laminated a bunch of these cut aparts, and yeah, so they all fit in there, so I could just like store these in here, and that would be a good way to store and keep your cut aparts. How cool is that? So anyway, that's what I found out as far as storage goes. Okay, now, you know how, okay, so I told you this stuff was real flimsy paper and works real well. This is Prima paper, which is real thick, so that worked real well. But you know how Maggie Holmes, okay, wait, honey. You know how Maggie Holmes paper is just single-sided. So I tried I tried cutting two pieces out, putting them back to back, and running them through. So it ran through real well, but when you go to fold it and stuff and make the envelope, it's real thick and kind of ripply, like it's, because I guess because it's got, I got it, it worked, but it's not real smooth and stuff like the other ones turned out. So, wanted to let you know, if you do two together, back up two pieces, it doesn't turn out quite as well. So, kind of a little ripply, and, it doesn't fold very flat. And I kept creasing this with my bone folder, trying to get it to work better, and it still didn't work very well. So, I would not, I probably wouldn't recommend doing two sheets of paper. I guess if with the Maggie Holmes, I'll have to just have a plain inside or something like that. So anyway, that's what I've discovered on that. I also thought, I wonder, so I showed you I was cutting up some of the pieces and laminating those. So then I thought, I wonder what happens if can you add something to these? So I added a piece of this gold foil heart and laminated in there, and that worked real well. Let's see. This one, I put a gold foil bow in there, and that worked real well. And then I took one of the flowers from the open book collection, ran that through, and that works real well. And then I thought, oh, I wonder how much thicker I can get. So I did this. I sewed a piece of paper together, the folded paper that we're all doing, and I went that through, and that worked out great too. I wasn't sure of that. I thought that might be too thick, but it didn't. Look how cute. You could do a whole project with everything laminated. How fun. So anyway, that's what I discovered. I think this would be super fun to just store all your little pieces, everything that will fit in the cutout. I would just make bigger envelopes for these because some of these pieces that I did are too big. But I wasn't planning on this one. I cut these, and so, I wasn't planning for that. But, any of them that fit, you could just make this to store your, your laminated pieces of that collection all together. So now I can fit all these in here, the flowers, and they're all ready to go when I want to use them on a project. And then just snap it up, and there it's all stored. So what you could even do is too, like say, okay, this is my balloon collection. So I could have, like when I laminated this, what you could do is take your letters, punch out some letters and spell out your word. Like I could put bloom or, you know, cut aparts, or, you know, whatever, or you could do flowers. And so that would help organize and store things better also, which I'm all about organizing and storing. So I like to do that almost as much as I like to craft. So thought I would let you guys know that how that works. So been playing with this tool, you know, the snap tool, and the laminating a good part of my day today. So I just thought I'd share you what I've learned so far. So probably not as great an idea to try 2 pieces of paper because it just didn't work out. Oh, let me show you. I forgot one thing. So what I did try on this one too is I laid a piece of, as you can tell here, this doesn't have it, but this does. I laid a piece of tulle. Cut a piece of tulle to fit here and laid it on there. And then I and did that, you know, laminate that in. So that worked really well. I think it would have been great if I had just done 1 layer of paper. And then on top of that, I wasn't sure how to do with foil, or not foil, glitter. So there's a glitter piece of, a glitter bow die cut that I laminate in there. So that works real well too. So just be careful what you try. I mean, that's what I've tried so far. So just be careful with your laminators. I'm not saying you can run everything through it. Just, you know that if you try some thicker things, you may ruin your laminator. I don't know. I'm not sure how thick it's supposed to be able to handle up to, but mine did all of these things just fine. And the only fail, I think, was this double-sided 2-piece paper envelope. And I think it would have been fine because when I first cut it out, let me show you this one. So here's one that I did also. And cutting it out and everything, so here's the 2 pieces together. So cutting it out and everything, it worked great. There was no problem. But once you start the folding, that's where you start getting the puffiness and a little bit of rippling. Okay, so here's some more. These are the ones I haven't cut out of my sheet. I just, you can see I kind of just layered them all in there as much as I could fit on the page because I didn't want to waste any of the laminating sheets. But this one I added a foil circle to. So anyway, and also what I did earlier, I did these 2 pieces, but I forgot to, that was my first try at doing a, double-sided, but I forgot to do all the scoring and make the actual envelope shape first. So what I will do, I think, is just like save these for, like a background, or, to add on to some other project and just not fold them. Because like I say, I double-sided all these and they turned out great. Just as long as you don't try and fold them. So there's all that. And there's some more pages that I had just ran through. So like I say, it'll turn out good with 2 pieces. You just won't be able to fold it. Okay. So that's what I've been working on. I've got a couple other things too, a couple projects that I've done. And maybe I should share with you real quick another way I decided to use these. So I showed you that I laminate a few of the cut aparts. So I did a few of these, and I'm sending these out in for a challenge entry. So I thought, well, how great this is, just to put a foam dot on the back of your item that you want to attach to it, and then the person can just pull these off and it won't ruin the paper or anything, and they can still use the tag, what I made out of a tag. They can still use this. So I just took these, punched a hole in it, and then put it on a binder ring. That one's not done. This one. Okay, here's another one. So I made this piece, it's laminated, and then I just attach my little embellishment pieces to it, just on little pop dots, so they can just pull them right off and use them on a project. So super fun and effective way to do tags and tag flips and just sending your embellishments so that I hate when I get a pretty piece of paper like on a swap and people put on or me too, when I put on some of the ephemera pieces, I like to make them, I want them to stay in place, so I put a little tiny little either glue dot or something just to keep them in place. I hate when it rips the paper because I could have used it for something else. So anyway, this should work great. Let's see. Just boop, pull it off. Okay, this one left a little bit, but how fun is that? Just going to stick that back on. And so anyway, I thought that was a great way to just do a little, you know, put your little goodies together and your little embellishment pieces to send somebody in a swap and stuff. So thought I'd show you that. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, guys. Hope you liked this video. Hopefully it was helpful to you and informative. And thank you guys so much for watching and subbing and commenting and everything. I really appreciate all of your support. And I hope everybody's having a good day. And this is a record for me. I think I did 3 videos today. So anyway, take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye.